My name is Bernice Umotopu, a PhD student with the University of Ghana, Institute for Environment and Sanitation Studies. I am a PhD student with the project, that's SATRAC project, researching into the assessments of toxicity level and potential use of sargassum in Ghana, how to manage the biomass in Ghana. Sargassum is a seaweed that recently from 2011, it has been on our seashore, and we are trying to find a way of managing it because it is having effect on fisher folks community, and we are trying to see if there's any way to manage its impact on the community. Since 2011, there have been significant beaching events of sargassum, whereby huge sargassum seaweed mats wash up along our beaches across the tropical Atlantic, affecting North, South, and even the Caribbean, as well as West Africa. It has a lot of impact, both the biophysical and the socio-economic impact, including coastal ecosystem damage, nearshore life, tourism, recreation, fishery, and transportation. So the sargassum itself, when it's onshore, it's not a bad thing because it's set a habitat for some of the species on the sea. It becomes a problem when it's come to the shore, and it prevents fisher folks from getting access to the beach, prevents the community for recreation purposes. It has public health effects on the general public. What the research that I am doing is going to do to help solve this problem is to first of all look at how to manage the biomass of the sargassum seaweed. And when you think of management, we are thinking about potential use. So what can it be used? So first of all, the research will look at the morphotypes, the type that they have been identified by literature. I want to look at it. Is it the same type that we have in Ghana? We have the three types, the sargassum fruitan 3, the sargassum nathan 1, the sargassum nathan 8. I'm also investigating into the composition, that is the nutrition aspect, look at the potassium, ammonia. Since we want to look at how possible to use it, we look at the protein level, the carbohydrates, and the crude fiber. And for it to be used for something that as compost or for planting of other crop, we need to know the levels of the heavy metals in there. So the research is also looking at determining the levels of heavy metals such as gold, arsenic, zinc, cadmium, and other heavy metals. And when we look at the levels, send the samples to the lab and identify that the levels are manageable or at the level that is recommended, we will be able to use it for compost. When after assessing and realize that the levels are too high, we can't use it for compost because the plant can absorb it, and when we eat to have effect on us, then we can use it in activated charcoal or other products that will not be consuming it. So these are the main research questions that we are going to answer. And the SATRAC project has 3 main communities in the study areas. That's Zema, Benin, and Sanzule. So the research will also look at the effect on the community. Are they now cooperating? Do they now understand where the sargassum is coming from? Do they understand how to manage it? Then I think it will help them to be able to at least appreciate when it is coming, because now as it stands, we can't prevent it. All that we can do is to manage its impact on the community. So that's all this research seeks to do, to try and manage the impact on the community so that at least they will have alternative livelihood when there is beaching and they can't go to sea, they can't go to fish, they can't have their recreation, they can't do anything because there's so much sargassum on the beach. Thank you.